Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sri Iyer. We bring you some breaking news from San Francisco. Remember, I had told you that in March the Khalistanis had tried to set the SF Consulate building on fire. Well, they tried and they tried again yesterday, that is 2nd of July, and they almost succeeded. So I'm going to give you a video, share a video. This is being circulated on the social media by the Khalistanis. I got hold of it. I've confirmed that this indeed did happen and that there is a lot of investigation going on even as we speak right now. So if you know of anyone who should know about this, please, first of all, like this video and share this link as soon as possible, because this is really serious. Freedom of speech stops at one point. They have dared to set Indian property on fire. And I'm going to share with you a slide deck and we will go through what is going on. There is a July 8th protest meeting planned not only in Toronto but also in San Francisco. Many of you may have seen the Toronto ad, but we also are sharing one more, that of San Francisco. We are going to show you a quick slide deck, and then in the middle we are going to show you the video. Can we have the slide deck, please? So, India's Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, has said in a stern statement that all these countries, Canada, United States, UK, and Australia, need to make sure that the Khalistanis don't run away with any violence. And this, I think, came before this consulate building was set on fire. This was published on PGurus.com. This was a standard news release that the MEA did. Now, what has happened, I'm going to share with you. Can we have the next slide, please? So this is the freedom rally that they had planned on 8th of July. And they said it starts from Great Punjab Business Center in Malton and it will end at the Indian Embassy in Toronto. See, the tasteless thing that they did was they are accusing the Indian government officials. In this case, two officials from Ottawa, one from Ottawa and one from Toronto, with their pictures and saying that these people are the killers of the person who died, the Jathedar. Now, same thing have repeated with San Francisco also. Can we have the next slide, please? You see here, similar stuff, but here they are saying that it is going to start at Marina Berkeley and it will stop at the Indian Consulate, San Francisco. Buddy, this is not going to happen. Bye-bye. You are in a lot of trouble. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, the San Francisco police, a lot of people are investigating. I'm going to share with you the video that we got. I can at least see 3 people, one who's shooting the video, one who set fire, and another one who's, you can see partial head. Here we go. As you can see, this is the building. This is the front facade of the building. And you can see from the night that this has been set on fire, the front facade. Not much damage, luckily, but it's important that they have done this thing willfully and they have crossed a line. You can protest all you want, but you cannot damage the property of India, that too in a foreign country. So there are going to be repercussions for this. And I'm hoping that it will be swift. This nonsense has gone on for too long. And this has just got to stop. A few miscreants causing trouble for the entire Indian diaspora, especially the Sikh American diaspora. Let's take a quick look at who's behind this. They are claiming that it was the Six for Justice Forum. I'm going to come to that in just a moment. Here is the statement that, let's go back to Jaishankar's statement, please. Next one. Yeah. So he has issued that in the matter of Indian diplomats on, now we have got 4 diplomats, not just 2. 2 in Canada, 2 in the United States. The ambassador to United States, Taranjit Singh Sandhu's picture is also there, and my good friend Dr. Nagendra Prasad, who is the Consul General in San Francisco. Their pictures are there. So this is now crossed a line. And what is he saying? While speaking to reporters in New Delhi, I'm sure this is not something that he knew of, because this is just breaking information. Nobody else has this information. I'm pretty sure of this. We have requested our partner countries like Canada, United States, UK, and Australia not to give space to the Khalistanis. This will affect our relations. We will raise this poster issue with the government of these countries. He's saying this poster issue. The first poster, that is the Canada poster, was there. He, I think, was not aware that a similar one, a second one, that is, this one was there. I think he responded to that, but this one is new. This is absolutely new. And this is where the warning is going out that, look, you got to rein it in. Now let us take a quick look at the person who is behind Six for Justice. This guy is a lawyer, or he claims himself to be a lawyer, Gurpatwan Singh Pannu. Now, he has been notorious for his fervent speeches and fiery ambitions of an independent Khalistan. This is not the first person, okay? There are Jagjit Chauhan and other people who have come and gone. They've all died complete paupers. This person, after the murder of or the assassination of these 3 or 4 people, has gone underground. Now, there is another video doing the rounds that Gurpatwan Singh Pannu died in a multi-car accident on US 101 that runs the length of California. US 101 is something that goes from San Diego all the way up to Oregon, and there is a claim that he died in a multi-car accident pileup, but we have not been able to find a matching confirmation on the California news websites on whether it indeed happened or not. Sometimes they can also give you all this fake information to try to deflect attention. So Gurpatwan Singh Pannu, he may still be alive. We don't know that for sure. We don't have a confirmation, but there is a video doing the round. I'm sure in due course of time you will see that too. But let us take a look at why this is important. Let us see what are the other people that he keeps company with. The person on the right in the red circle is Gurpatwan Singh Pannu. And look at the person on the extreme left. Thenmozhi Soundararajan, Equality Labs, caste discrimination. Now, guys, do you understand the linkage here? This lady is in a lot of trouble. This is, you don't associate yourself with people who have been deemed terrorists by India. India has said that Gurpatwan Singh Pannu is wanted for many, I think 22 offenses in India. And I'm going to give you the link to that. There's a Tribune India article that tells you. And the thing here is, we have been saying this for a long time now, that this whole thing has come from the same source, the same fount. It's very unfortunate that Soros is now associating himself with all these things. I'm hoping that the FBI, who is right now at the consulate, I'm told they are looking at the information, they are looking at what happened. I mean, this is frightening beyond doubt. This just beyond my belief that somebody can set fire to the consulate building and expect to not be caught about it. I mean, they themselves are boasting. They are setting the fire and they are boasting it. And this is their video that I showed you. So this is going to have serious consequences. And I most importantly want to highlight the role of some of the politicians of Canada. Can we go to the next slide, please? Number one, Mr. Justin Trudeau. Can we take the turn off the overlays? Justin Trudeau has been giving tacit support for Khalistanis, and I have done a complete monologue on that. You probably have seen it. If you have not, go back and look for Justin Trudeau in fact, I'll try to give you the link to that in the description so it makes it easier for you. Justin Trudeau has a partner. Next slide, please. Jagmeet Singh, who completely is reliant on the Khalistani supporters in Canada for his political career. And this guy he's the president of NDP. I hope they dump him. And he has vital number of seats that essentially holds up Justin Trudeau, so that Justin Trudeau can be that liberal prime minister of Canada. Excuse me. How long this coalition is going to last, and whether India is going to put its foot down. Now is the time for some serious talking and serious walking. India needs to really crank the thing up, and United States I thought they had taken care of this problem. Remember, I told you there was a couple of gangs who were shooting at each other in gurudwaras. They've all been caught, but now clearly some other people have jumped in. You guys, I've again told you this in one of my previous monologues, that close to 1,500 people are crossing illegally into California from Mexico. I don't know how they manage there, but these days everything is porous. For a fee, anybody can be transported anywhere. We are also expecting terrorists from Middle East. We are also expecting terrorists from also China. They've all come into US. You are seeing the result of all that stuff. You are actually seeing the result here. This is the first one. Maybe you can see the first shot fired. I hope to give you updates as time goes along. If there are any questions, I don't think there are any questions. Please feel free to ask them here. I have double checked this. Everything that I've said here is authentic, and it is very correct. I mean, even as I speak, the FBI is speaking to people around, and again, there are going to be multiple angles by which the cameras would have captured the information. So there is enough information to find out. Like I said, I could sense there were 3 people, and there may be more. I mean, this takes a lot of gall, cheek, guts, and more importantly, this is stupidity, if you ask me. This is absolute stupidity. US is not like India, where you can get lost in the crowd. Even there, Amritpal Singh was caught. Nobody can escape the arms of the law. It's just the willingness. And now I think they have crossed the line. Let us wait and see what happens. Now I can take some questions. Divakar Saripalli wants to know, US is playing double game. Should India really boast about their relationship with them when such things are happening? Such incidents are only going to increase. Divakar, the last time it happened, right? The report was flagged, and the FBI did indeed act. A lot of people got caught, and they are all waiting sentencing or even deportation. In some cases, they are awaiting deportation. Not only that, the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom have given permission for National Investigative Agency, or I should say National Investigation Agency, to come and probe these crimes right here. So there are NIA investigators in San Francisco, in Canada. I'm sure they are also in United Kingdom. They are probing these things because the accident, or the incident, I should say, happened on the premises of India. The consulate building belongs to India. I don't know if these people even understand the realities or the what's going to happen because of this. It is really serious, and I don't think FBI is going to stay idle. I don't believe that US is playing double games, at least in this particular case. See, there is a deep state. The deep state wants to keep the pot boiling in just about any other country, and so is a deep state from China, which has got police stations inside US, which also is doing something on its own. See, these things happen. This is part and parcel of life. The deep state, the intelligence agencies spying on each other, sharing intel sometimes, not sharing intel. This is much more black and white. This is done with an intent to shock. This could be the flame burning brightly before it just completely gets extinguished. It is possible. I'm not saying that's what's happening. So whether that happens or not, only events in the next few days and weeks will show. But most important thing is that this news has to reach you. Chaitanya Takle, we are the ones. We are the exclusives. We are the ones giving you the scoop. I am based in the Bay Area. Nobody else is based in the Bay Area. Okay, so I have got it before it even hit the local press. I'm not in San Francisco. I'm a little bit further away, but I have my news sources. That's what I mean. I'm a journalist. I do this for a living. I have got data, and this is what I'm sharing with you. And this has happened. This has been confirmed. Next one, please. Sriji, can India not cancel citizenship of NRIs involved in this? This has been happening for a while, Chaitanya. Those of the people who are OCA card holders, or there was another PIO card holders before, they have been cancelled. Many of them are banned from returning to India for good. But see, it doesn't stop there. India has even taken down, bulldozed some of the properties of people. Like, for example, the guy who set fire to the Indian, who pulled down the flag in London High Commissioner building. That person's property in India was some parts was bulldozed. This is Aam Aadmi Party in power there. See, when it comes to national security, everybody has to speak the same voice. That's why I find it jarring when Rahul Gandhi opens his mouth, especially when he's traveling abroad. Next one, please. Sunil Kumar wants to know, can we send our special forces to guard our consulate like US does? You know, India is a very peace-loving country. Sunil, all these things are new for India. What is happening here? I mean, if you look at this building, right, it is just one of those houses, like, on a strip, on a neighborhood, very quiet neighborhood, one house which has been converted into a consulate. They don't do much processing there. That is being done by another place, another firm at another place. And this is just essentially to house the people for functioning. And if you have emergency, or a weekend, somebody near and dear passes away, you need an emergency visa to go, or something of that nature, or if you want to have some attestation done, these are the passport services that the consulate provides. And of course, they also help various states of India to come and do business here. If a minister comes visiting from a particular state to say that I'm inviting people to come and invest in my state, they enable that. They have a network of people who might be, they'll say, okay, this industry, these are the people that you can talk to. They can arrange for meetings. These are all the constructive stuff. I mean, like a lot of commerce related stuff. All these things is what the Indian consulate does. And now I guess it's going to make it bigger. I don't know what and when the change is going to happen. For example, if you look at the Chinese consulate building, it is, I think, the 15th or 16th floor in a multi-storied building in San Francisco. And it's got a little bit more security around it. I used to go to China 20 years ago to do business, and that time I remember going there for a visa. I don't know where it is now. So people don't expect a consulate to be set on fire. Very, very, very sad. Ajay Nair wants to know, does India intend to have an extradition treaty with the US? It is there. There are only very few countries that do not have an extradition treaty, and these countries will not have extradition treaty with many other countries. I think Malta does not have one with India. And that's why I keep telling, the likes of people like, some of the Congress politicians who boast that they can land anywhere they want because they are worth so much money and they have Malta citizenship. Though the reason they take that up is because in case they are completely caught and convicted in a court of law, they can go and seek refuge in Malta and then say, I'll thumb their nose and say, Tenga dikhayenge hum. You can't come and take me from here. Anyway, that also, it can be done. Well, it's just a matter of breaking a few laws here and there. Rusty Shackles wants to know, very shameful act. As a Sikh, I condemn this. They should be immediately arrested. Well, we have to find out where they are hiding, Rusty. I mean, this is a big state. California is a huge state, and they know that they are going to get caught. It's not immediate, but intelligence has to kick in, find out where it is, who did it, and see. The time is, I think, already established. So once the time is established, then police will start looking at, traffic cameras and finding out where this, there was a van or a vehicle that would have moved somewhere. So it's a matter of time before they track them down. So just hold your horses. I'll keep you posted on the developments. Next. Mr. Bharani wants to know, please give an update on Manipur when you can. Yes, I definitely will give you an update on Manipur. Just give us some information and just give us some time. We are gathering information on that. Kaushik Chaudhary wants to know, I hope you have seen the new poster warning Indian diplomats in Canada. Kaushik, if you go back and look at this video from the beginning, you will see that we have posted. Yeah, can you just have that, please? Yeah. There are two posters, okay? The first one is Canada. This is Canada. And this is San Francisco. San Francisco is very new. In fact, this has not even hit the social media yet. We happen to be, first one to catch it. Like I said, the whereabouts of this rascal who runs SFJ, 𝙒𝙬𝙜𝙤 Pannu, are not known. He is somewhere hiding. They are also trying to give a fake story that he died in an accident, just to kind of whip up passion, so that somebody else will say, "Oh, hamare malik ko, maar diya, hum dikhayenge hum kaun hai." This is not confirmed. That's why I keep saying I'm taking great pains to tell you that this could have been a morphed video where they just captured a particular accident and said that, because you can't see the particular face of 𝙒𝙬𝙜𝙤 Pannu as part of the persons there. Let us just say this seems to be a fakery, an attempt at fakery to try and rouse the passions of the Sikh Americans. So they need to understand that this is not confirmed news. So therefore, he's still missing in my book. Harish Srinivas wants to know, things are really getting challenging for India. What will US do this time? Will they own up for this mess that happened? Harish, something like this happened in front of the Israeli embassy in New Delhi. I mean, at one point, it becomes a law and order issue. It gets settled, and then the particular country in question will be part of the investigation. They'll know what needs to be done. Then they'll share some information, and whoever it is that has done this thing, they will be acted upon. Sometimes, if it is a heinous crime like this one, I would categorize it as a heinous crime. India could demand that United States extradite these people so that they can come and stand trial for destruction of Indian property in India. So this is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Next question, please. Archit Saraogi says, sir, are Indian Americans turning Republican? Why aren't you a Republican? Archit, I'm independent. I see some good in Democrats, I see some good in Republicans, and I see some bad in both parties also. I would rather stay independent, and I decide based on the issues, based on the candidate, who I shall vote for. And I think for Indian Americans, it is better to be independent, in my humble opinion. You have enough votes to sway an election one way or the other. Let both sides woo you. That way you get more. That way you get more benefit. The loudmouths of the type that Thenmozhi Soundararajan is, these people have to be taken head on. And for that, you need the support of the local politicians. And they will give you more support if you are an independent. You have an open mind. Let's see how it goes. Dual Indvi wants to know, should this be considered an act of war on India on foreign soil? What option does India have in this case? Well, India has already deployed their NIA sleuths here. They came probably a week ago. So the action is going on. Action is going on. And we have been warning for, I've been doing a lot of these videos about how things are becoming a little bit on the edge. And all this funding, now I'm told that they don't need funding from anybody else. How did they create their own funding? First of all, there are a lot of rich Sikh farmers in Silicon Valley. I mean, not Silicon Valley, but in the state of California. And if you go and rattle their cage a little bit, right, they'll say, okay, nuisance value, whatever, I'll give you some money, just go away, right? So that's one way they get the money. But more importantly, more distressingly, there's a lot of drug traffic happening from Mexico to Canada through US. Some of the people that are driving trucks are carrying drugs. Many of them happen to be Sikh Americans or Sikh Canadians. And if they are inadvertently doing this, that's a huge problem. And you know that now chemical equivalents like fentanyl, China has exported all that stuff to the technology to Mexico, and Mexico can actually do it itself. And it's a huge problem. They are saying that if somebody gets on to fentanyl, it's a matter of months before he'll die. He or she will die. There is no other thing. 18 months is maximum, they are saying. Very, very sad. Very dangerous drug. So this cartel of drug running could also be keeping a lot of money going. Many are illegal, okay? You can melt away in the lands of America because it's such a huge country that, if you go to rural areas, you can't even find anybody. And everybody wears a pagdi, and people may be getting easily confused. They need to fingerprint them. They need to have some record before they can move quickly. And they can hide here, there, everywhere. It's not easy, but somebody has to take the decision and quickly work on that. Mr. Bharani wants to know, sir, is there enough security for Indian embassy abroad? Shouldn't we close the office for some time until press dies down and an update on Manipur, please. You can't really do that. You can't let one small fringe group of elements dictate what you should and not do in a foreign country. So many states might have lined up travel for coming to US for doing something or the other. So many other companies may be wanting to do some business here. And you can't, stop this whole thing. That is probably not an option. Yes, there is security. Yes, they have a lot of surveillance footage. And yes, they will find it. It is just a matter of, see, the other thing is, I don't know how many of you know this, the building adjoining the consulate is a veterinary hospital. A lot of pets are there. Imagine if that also catches fire. Very, very sad. They are really, I'm telling you, this is not the way to protest politically. Very, very sad what is happening. Archit Sarogi wants, have you read Rothbard and Mrs.? I have not. If you have a link, please share it and I'll try and see if I can get my hands on it. Thank you, Pradeep Shori. Will this situation any impact to hold SB 403? No, the two are independent. What we are trying to draw the attention of all the lawmakers of California also, some of whom may be watching this video. Usually their staff does. I'm expecting and I'm hoping that those of you who happen to be in various counties of California, you see this video and you share it with your lawmaker saying, this person is the one behind Equality Labs and that this person has terrorist links. We've said that she already has links with IIMC and other things. This is a one big net that needs to be completely brought down. I hope that happens. That action has to happen fast. Next. Sushma Kuchipudi wants to know, Amritpal could have been caught sooner if center really wanted. What really happened? No, see, there is a lot of poisoning of minds that has taken place in Punjab, in the state of Punjab. And the main reason for that is funding from countries like Canada and United States, where they just kept, spewing. This is not just one state, okay? For example, there is a lot of hatred on Brahmins in Tamil Nadu. Because for 70 years, they've been saying that Brahmins are bad, Brahmins are bad. There are no Brahmins left now. They've all left on their own. It's only 1% of the population. But people are now realizing that when there was a Brahmin in a village, he took care of good events in your house, bad events in your house. He also told you astrologically what future held for your newborn babies. All this is gone. In fact, he used to take very little money and he used to be the teacher of the local government school. They made sure of that also. The Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam and the Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, I don't differentiate them. Both are same cesspool. Both are just bad. You cannot discriminate just because of somebody, because he happens to be a certain group. And then some of these loudmouths will say Brahmins are cultists, as if calling them cultists makes them worse. People have loudmouths, don't think much, don't have brains also. These are the kind of people who have been saying this. But if you keep saying the same lie over and over and over and over, people think that is the truth. And now, thanks to BJP making inroads, a lot of the truth is coming out, but it will take a lot of time. Dual indivi. What options does India currently have for such a situation? So, diplomatically, you have several layers of escalations. I'm sure something is going to happen. Just wait. Stay tuned. We will give you updates as and when that happens. The first thing is to catch the miscreants. Avinash Mansabdar, what's happening to France is the same thing happening in Manipur. It's very possible. It is believed that one set of people have been armed by... I've done a couple of episodes already. You can go back to PGurus channel in YouTube and search on Manipur. There are at least 2 or 3 videos that we have done so far. It is what started out as one tribe versus another tribe has now becoming more of one religion versus another religion. And then this is all the key players. But one good thing that happened, Rahul Gandhi went there to try and see what he could do to help, and he was actually driven away because they said, you are the problem. Congress is the main reason why the state is in such a mess. So we'll see how it goes. Dual indivi, is India waiting for Ravindra Mhatre like incident to happen again before they take action? No, India is taking action. NRI is already on the ground. Just expect a lot of things to start moving fast. and I hope to bring them to you. So please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to our channel as quickly as possible. Some of these things will also be rebroadcast in Hindi as well as in Tamil, so you will have a wider coverage of what is happening in the United States. Art Culture wants to know, failure to push through the DEI bill recently. Well, it was flawed. Look, there are problems because of discrimination, but everything is getting overblown. Cancel culture, wokeism, ESG, even ESG, in my opinion, is wrong. The market has a way of correcting somebody's mistake, and that happens very, very fast. I don't know why they needed these things. Anyway, so some of these things will correct themselves. Clearly, incidents like this don't augur well. I would urge all Indian Americans who are watching this program that you should really, if you've been voting Democrat, you should reconsider, become independent. You can just, there is a way you can procedurally make sure that happens. In fact, being an independent means less paperwork, less clutter at your mailbox also. And that brings us to a close of this session. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And if you have friends and family in US or in Canada or UK, this is going to propagate itself into other countries, I can assure you. So please share this video. These are all some small set of individuals who are doing this thing. At the same time, they have the benign okay of some politicians, especially in Canada. Trudeau needs to take note. All my Canadian brothers and sisters, this is who you have voted for, and you are seeing the consequences. There is no reason why the same thing cannot happen in Canada also. So just, I'm just giving you a gentle warning here that things are getting really out of hand. Thanks for watching again. Namaskar.